All right, let's move to this story. President Cyril Ramaphosa's lifting of the threshold for unlicensed power generation to 100 megawatts this week won't reduce power cuts anytime soon. But the investor community sees the move as a dramatically positive step for sentiment. The increased threshold is 10 times more than what Mineral Resources and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe had proposed. eNCA's business editor Devan Murugan takes a look.
No investor would put up a factory if conveyor belts are not turning and the lights are not on. So bringing additional megawatts onto the grid while Eskom's rolling power cuts continue is crucial. Companies now do not need a license to generate up to 100 megawatts of power themselves and sell it. But the new power wouldn't come overnight. The amendments will have to be gazetted. Registrations through regulator NERSA will take a few months, and the actual projects will have to be built.
So if you've got a fully permitted plant and you can pull the trigger now to go into a financial close process where you finalize the funding, I would say 8 months to 14 months before we'll see first power on small plants. But as I explained, the larger plants, probably 2 to 3 years.
President Cyril Ramaphosa now has something substantial to take to potential investors at the G7 summit this weekend.
And he has told us that is carrying the message that South Africa is the strategic investment destination. But if you can't even guarantee energy security to investors, it makes that conversation very difficult.
The mining industry has been one of the biggest calling for self-generation. It says at least 1.6 gigawatts of power from embedded generation projects are already being planned. The Minerals Council says the project value is around 27 billion rand. But the real value of the self-generation announcement, some say, is that it reflects a president taking a bold structural reform step.
The overruling of Minister Mantashe on this is almost the more important thing, I think here, as a signal than necessarily the shift in the threshold in and of itself.
Atad Montalto warns, however, that there will still be a long period of intense blackouts. Devan Murugan, Johannesburg.